It feels like we have been holding our breath and gritting our teeth for days. Multiple fierce storms left us with little to no sleep and fervently daydreaming of peaceful rest in safe harbor. A fantasy that was dashed by an error in our customs paperwork. We powered through a few more days of traversing international waters with a short stop in a neighboring country. And now we once again find ourselves on Guatemala's doorstep with fresh paperwork to boot and an almost desperate desire for permission to finally flow upriver and into the famed refuge of the Rio Dulce's towering cliffsides. This week's episode is sponsored by AG1. AG1 is empowering people to take ownership of their health with ingredients that are specially curated to support all of the body systems holistically. It's made up of 75 whole food sourced ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, probiotics, adaptogens, and more. AG1 is an effortless daily habit. Just 1 scoop of AG1 or a travel pack with 8 ounces of water. Shake it up, and that's it. Wrong lid. AG1 provides nutrients that support sustained mental and physical energy. And with their travel packs, it makes it easy and convenient to stay true to your intentions wherever you are and whenever you might need it the most. I really like the taste of it. It's kind of like a crisp green apple. Go to athleticgreens.com/Expedition Evans to get started on your first order. AG1 is going to give you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 free travel packs with your first order. Go check it out. I highly recommend, and thank you again, AG1, for sponsoring our video. As a young girl, it feels we're mine. Today is check-in day, take 3. And this morning we once again find ourselves waiting for the tide to come in enough to slip our keel over Livingston's shallow barrier bank. We have made it over the bank twice now, but today's tide is not quite as high as before. It's like
I have to throw that brush away now before we can use it on the deck again.
Throw it away? Throw it away before we can use it?
Yeah.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This mud is worse than the Chesapeake. I don't know if it's worse than the Chesapeake. It's very similar.
Chesapeake looks disgusting.
It stinks. Sleeping in the ocean. Does it work?
Hopefully.
Alright, I'll go some more when we're going faster. Guatemala!
Guatemala! Again.
Today's the day. Yep. They're gonna let us in now.
Yep. We may have just run out of gas.
What's your plan? You're switching tanks? Okay. Okay. We could just use the jugs. Okay. Where are you?
In the room here.
Can I give you the camera?
No, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Well, we basically did the exact opposite of what I wanted. We pulled from the main tank to the engine, returned it to the aux tank.
Oops.
Diesels really don't like running all the way to empty because then it gets air in line, so hopefully everything's okay.
Can't maintain course.
Autopilot says you can't do it. Can't hold our course anymore.
If there's no movement of water going past the rudder doesn't do any good. You can only steer with the rudder if there's water pushing against it, so it has something to steer with, basically. Do we need to bleed the lines? Oh, here we go. Here we go!
There we go. Let's do this.
Okay.
So we only put one jug in, So 5 gallons, which if we're figuring we burn 2.5 gallons or 2 gallons an hour, so we can get 2.5 hours. It takes 3 hours to get to the check-in, so we'll need at least a little more fuel, and then it's about 3 hours to the marina. So
You think we'll have enough fuel?
we have enough fuel. Yeah, we have 4 containers, so we have plenty to get all the way there. We have 10 hours.
Got those extra containers as a just in case.
Yeah, I mean, we could pull off the ox tank. I'm not exactly sure how much is in there, but there's more now because we put some from the main tank into there. All right, 2 things came to mind that I felt like I should mention. Whenever we use these red cans for diesel, there's always comments on that we shouldn't be using them, and you're kind of right. They should be quote unquote yellow, or I think black, but I think black is actually kerosene. No, kerosene is blue. Anyways, the correct color should be yellow, but we bought these in a small little town, and this is literally the only fuel containers that they had in that town, and we needed them, so we bought them. And they're not cheap, and they're hard to find, so like we might be able to find them, but when we were in Bahamas, each of these was almost $100. So like we thought about replacing them because they should be yellow, but it was gonna be like $400. We're like, no, we can't, there's no way. Because then what we do with these, throw them away. We don't need them. We have some for the dinghy that are red. And so that's one thing, is that they still work. We've gotten a little bit of hassle from one fuel station. They're like, they should be yellow, but whatever. As long as you know what that's in there.
And the only reason they should be yellow is because of local regulations, it's laws. It's because they're worried that we won't know what's in them, but we know what's in them. So there's no danger to us, there's no danger to the container, and depending on where we're traveling, it's okay or it's not okay, and we don't always use them.
I mean, I'm sure it's more than just for our safety. Like if, maybe like a Coast Guard or firefighter had to come on board and they thought it was gasoline, they'd be a lot more cautious. I don't know.
But more caution is not necessarily a bad thing.
True, that's true, yeah. So that's one consideration. I don't remember what the other one was, so I'll come back to you. We just kissed the bottom. Just a little kiss. I like these waves.
We're going over the bank, but we just got rocked by this power boat, so it's going to make the water even shallower for a moment.
So it makes it deeper and then shallower, and then deeper and then shallower, and then deeper and then shallower.
Right, that's how they work. Yep. But we don't want to be banging up and down on the bottom, so hopefully it's slightly deeper right here.
Yeah.
There's the wakes.
Excuse me. Good girl.
Okay. We haven't tapped the bottom again yet. How far longer till we go past the bank?
Oh, we just barely started.
Oh no. Does it get more shallow before it gets deeper?
I mean, this chart's kind of impossible. Like, it's hard to know. But we are an hour from high tide, like the high tide.
So we could wait?
Well, if we hit, the tide's still coming in.
Ah.
Barely. It's only going to come in, yeah. It's only going to come in a little bit, but it might be enough if we get stuck.
The dogs didn't bark for some reason.
No, they like them. The guys are fine with the dogs.
I wonder why the dogs didn't care.
Yeah, because they're happy.
I trust English judgment.
Yeah.
Penny!
I think we made it.
Good.
One little bump. Not bad. Now we're back into the hard part.
Yeah.
Hey, birds. Look at the dogs.
Whenever I wear this shirt, I feel like my mom. Do you guys have that? Has that ever happened to you? Like you wear a certain thing and you're like, oh man, I look like my mom. It's not really a bad thing, but anyway, thinking of you, Mom. We just got here and we're hoping that our agent that we hired is here this time because he has our printed documents, or he should. We're still kind of unsure about a lot of how this is gonna go since our printer got broken. Let's get it all up. Looking good, babe.
Thanks.
And now we wait. Dingo, Penny. You guys are gonna stay nice and cool and polite inside. Come on. Good girl, drink ball. Here you go.
Oh, get it.
Get it, Penny. Get it, boy.
Good girl, good boy.
They hate being left inside. We'll go sit outside then. Here, you take this, so everybody just put your bag in.
All right, we are anchored. Q flag is out, and now we wait. There is actually one other boat here right now. I don't know if they're clearing in or out.
They're not anchored, they're just sitting.
Yeah, they're not anchored. They're just stationary. It's a nice big motor yacht. Looks like they have crew, and yeah, I mean they were here first, so I don't know if they'll go to them and then us or what. I don't really know what they're doing, but we're anchored. Dingo, Dingo, come inside. Good boy.
He's like, but there's so many people to bark at.
He hasn't barked at anyone.
I know, you just kind of smiled at everybody
Yeah,
today.
you've been a nice boy.
That's not right. Dingo, you gotta bark.
There goes the other big boat. That's a big boat. What do you think, Jade? How are you feeling about today?
I am really unsure. Just because last time was just kind of a negative experience and the guy was so cranky, and today is their actual holiday. So,
Yeah, today's a national holiday.
right.
And we asked for Rule. We said, hey, is that going to be a problem? He said, nope, not at all. So,
But then now he won't respond to our messages. My gut is bad. I have a bad feeling about this.
yeah, bad
I
gut
think that they'll
bacteria.
let us in because we've got all the right documents. I'm feeling not great about this just because I feel like it's been so ridiculous so far. But the thing is, it could have just been the one guy working that one day.
Had a bad morning or something. Didn't
Right.
get his coffee. Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, some deep breaths later, I'm feeling a little bit better about things. I've come inside because I also want the air conditioning with the dogs, and there's no sign of anybody coming out. I figured they can knock on the boat. Brett's in the bathroom. Dingo, are you glad that I'm inside now too? Our dogs don't like us being separate. I think that's the best part of this new lifestyle, is that we're all together all the time. Anyway, we are just sitting here waiting for our customs people to show up, our immigration people. They all come on the same boat and they should be here. I don't know when they'll be here, but we have the flag up, so we just have to sit here and wait till they come out. They're here. I'm gonna set up you guys by the step. Maybe you can at least hear what's going on. But I don't know. Okay, that went perfectly. That was so easy and nice and wonderful.
That was like butter.
Yeah, that was like, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, it was.
And,
we handed them our passports and our different, all the different forms. Yeah, we handed them all our different forms. They looked at it. There was a lot of conversation going back and forth, and then it was like, okay, you're good, except the power's out in the town, and so we can't actually process anything right now.
But they told us we could go get some food.
Yeah, so they said we're allowed into the country, so we're allowed to go into Livingston. We can go get some lunch. We can kind of walk around the town, do whatever we want. But we're not allowed to the marina yet. He's going to try and get everything sorted out in the next hour or two. If he can't, then he said that they'll let us go to the marina and they'll kind of get everything sorted.
And we'll bring us our passports back later.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, guess what? I just had an entire conversation in Spanish.
In Espanol.
And Espanol, yeah. I told him that I don't speak Spanish very well, but I do speak it a little bit, and I'm studying a lot. And he's like, well, do you understand? And I was like, a little. And then he asked if it was my first time here to Guatemala, and I told him yes, and that we were going to stay at Rio Dulce, and we're going to go up the river. And then later I asked what his favorite restaurant is, because we're going to go to the restaurant maybe, and he told me Happy Fish.
Happy Fish.
I'm so proud of myself. I was brave.
Amazing. Good job. He was super nice. That guy was like awesome.
Yeah, he was excited when I said I could speak a little bit.
Yeah.
We're totally going to get good at Spanish here.
You are, at least. I asked him how much the fee was, and it's like 1,800 something, but they said we can also pay in US dollars, and I think left from giving all of our money to Belize, we have just enough cash left. When we were in Florida, every time we went to like a grocery store, I would always get as much cash back as they let me. It was like $75 or $50 or $100, whatever, and I think it worked just barely.
We only have $250.
Well, also
right now.
because...
Well, it's $250 cash.
No, well, also, yeah, because the power's down in the town. And so he's like, you can go to the ATM. He's like, oh, wait, you can't go to the ATM. So we might get really lucky that we have just enough. Because normally they just take you in, you go to the ATM, you get the money out, right? And you do it.
But the ATM's down.
But the ATM's down. Cool.
Let's go check out Livingston. We're gonna take our dinghy. I hope it doesn't get stolen. We'll lock it to the dock. Apparently it's really lovely here and we just got the message that we can go get our cruising permit. So we're official. Oh, I forgot the manila envelope. We're not positive that they got the dog paperwork all settled. So we were just gonna double check that because we don't want any issues with that. And because it's a holiday, there's probably festivities in town. And we're excited to see them. Hey.
Do it. Hell yeah. First time in Livingston, my friend?
It is our first time.
First time Guatemala.
Oh, in the hole. In
Guatemala.
hole.
What do you got?
We got cruising permit, 90 days. We're allowed to be here.
All good. Everything's checked out. There are dogs everywhere. I'm glad we didn't bring our dogs.
So many dogs.
Some people who are from Belize, so they spoke English. They toured us all around and showed us.
It was helpful. They took us to the
It was not, we did not ask them to take us to rules. They were just like, come.
Yeah.
And then, okay, now give us money.
Yeah, immediately it was like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. But that's fine.
I am particularly bad at the whole like negotiating, haggling game.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, you want $10? Here's $10 for
Here's 12. Yeah.
for something that's worth 50 cents. Okay, we're gonna raise the anchor and get up this river now.
Here you go.
They pooped all over up here.
Bird poop?
Yeah, everywhere.
This is exciting.
We're doing it, we're doing it. We're really doing it, you guys.
We're going up the river in between the mountains.
That's a cool canyon.
Yeah, this is gonna be really cool. Like looking at the chart, like this is just gonna be cool.
I'm very, very excited. Oh, a bit tired.
Like, I mean, the town's cool and all, but I'm way more excited for these trees.
We're kind of mountain people, not town people, you know?
Yeah.
Sort of beach people. We really like nature. Hello.
Oh, what is happening right there?
I don't know. To me, it looks like there's a boat that's on fire or something.
No, that's just his engine, but is there a boat?
Okay, so far this is really cool.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
10 for 10 cool.
10 for 10. It's absolutely stunning here. What do you think this was?
Good dog.
A big. No, look at that thing. It looks like a compass. Maybe? No? It's just.
I don't know.
What is it? Look at that house right there. That's cool.
So many different types of boats in here. It's like
And
everything has come here.
so many types of birds.
And birds, that too. And coconuts apparently. A little sailboat. It's the first
Here we
sailboat I've
go.
seen in here.
How tall is that wire?
Oh boy. I guess we're about to find out.
I would just like everybody to know that I just heard a monkey.
Yep, howler monkeys. There's a water slide right there.
I just heard a wild monkey. Jasmine. I'm thinking of you right now. Jasmine's my sister and she loves monkeys. And this one time for Christmas when she was a little girl, my mom got her a monkey that was like stuffed. It was like a puppet. So she was holding this monkey and its arms moved and its little head moved and my sister thought it was real. And it ruined Christmas, I think. I don't know, I wasn't born yet. But it wasn't real and it was the most horrid lie that my mom had ever told apparently. All right. I don't know about this, love.
We're gonna find out.
There's no way
What?
that we're gonna fit under this.
What do you mean?
I just think it looks too low.
Nah, we're good.
I don't know.
I think we're like 20 feet under it.
Are you, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it's fine.
It's definitely an optical illusion though.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good current coming against us. Yep, no problem.
There we go.
Not 20 feet, maybe 5.
That was kind of close.
It's not charted or anything, so a little scary.
Look at this bird. So beautiful here that I've just realized that my cheeks are tired.
Do that all without squishing your face.
I said I just realized that my cheeks are tired from smiling so much. I'm just driving like this. Maybe not so crazy looking, but I just can't help it. It's so beautiful here. It is so beautiful. I don't have any other words
this is
at the
pretty
moment.
Awe-inspiring, like breathtaking. And there are a lot of boats. A lot of boats zipping up and down this river. I didn't expect that. I don't know why I didn't expect that, but I didn't expect there to be so many boats.
I like the people who are commuting in their business clothes.
Yeah.
They're wearing like business, like button-up shirts, business formal clothes, just zipping in there, just commuting.
Their little tinny.
This is their daily commute.
Yeah.
I was like picturing your brother Dan,
Totally.
but Rio
Dulce Dan?
style. Yeah, we saw Rio Dulce Dan. This feels good to be here. And we had to work really hard for it. Welcome to the Rio Dulce, my friends. Mi amigos.
Mis amigos.
Mis amigos.
Are you out or tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue.
Can you go get the birds?
We are actually almost to our anchorage, and the water has now changed colors completely. It has been fairly clean up until now, and now the water's like a milky brown. I think this is kind of what you expect from here on in. They get worse. Also, it got really choppy, and we got some wind. Lots of things have happened. We just heard back from the marina finally, and they said they do have space for us. That we have a couple different options, but the one we really want sounds like it'll work and very affordable. Also, it's warm. With the breeze, it's better now, but when we were just here, just sitting in the sun, we were just kind of baking. Any fish yet, Penny? The end of the sailing has come. Time to furl. There's like windsurfers.
What do you think of the rainbow and how there's clouds on one side and sun on the other?
I didn't even see it. That's fun.
The double rainbow.
Or is it just like one rainbow that's cut in half?
The double rainbow.
I just had the like muscle memory like sensation to reach up and pull the sun visor down because the sun's right there. It's perfect. Just you know, just whoop. But like, you know, hand on the steering wheel, just yeah.
You haven't owned a car in like 2 years.
Still there. I've owned a car more than I've owned a boat still. Look at all these birds.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I can't believe I got rid of the zoom lens just now. Wow. What are they doing? Well, anyway, before the, wow, there's birds everywhere. Okay, I grabbed the camera though because I wanted to say, hello, we made it. We'll go set the anchor and then we'll celebrate. Anchor time. Yeah, let's anchor just right here.
Anchor time.
Anchor time. Okay, not only did we sail our longest passage ever, through our biggest storm ever, through our biggest immigration drama ever, and for the very first time, run out of fuel. Ran a tank all the way down. We ran our tank all the way to empty.
Yes.
What else, babe? What's up first?
Sailed in a river.
This is our first time in Guatemala. This is our first time in
Guatemala,
Central America. Have you been to Central America before?
I don't think so.
Definitely my first time in Central America. Yay! Winning all around the board. It took us a while.
But we made it.
Yep, we're gonna take these dogs on a walk and then we're going to get some dinner.
Yes. Our friends immediately showed up right after we dropped the anchor and they're like, hey guys, they're gonna show us where to go to dinner after we walk the dogs. They need to go walk first. They deserve it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Here. Penny duck. Yeah.
First time in land in weeks.
Come on, Dingo.
What?
I don't know if I can even explain to you guys like the flood of emotions it feels to be back in a boatyard.
Good emotions or bad emotions?
Good, I think. Mostly, yeah.
Mine are
Very
good.
nostalgia.
Yeah, mine are good. It's like, oh,
I was like, whew.
it feels, wow, look how small the rudders are on this thing.
Tiny. But there's two of them. So maybe
wow,
it doesn't
I never
need
realized that they're tiny.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's so cool.
How was the volcano? So you look like an angel. I should start the engine.
Why?
Because it wasn't started yet.
What?
Do I look okay?
You're beautiful.
Okay, well why don't we just put the dogs aside and get the water and...
There's no doubt about it, but not too bad.
We got
though.
taken for $12.
Exactly.